Hey there, welcome. This is Christy. Thanks for watching. And this is a spirit animal card reading for this week, for the lunar week of today, February 26th through March 5th. And coming up, moving into, we're going to have a new moon in Pisces on the 6th of March. So lots of Pisces energy, which is awesome for me because I am a Pisces. I just had my birthday on Sunday, and we had an epic snowstorm. It was probably the biggest one. My mom was telling me it's the biggest one she's ever seen. I live in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, so it was a massive snowstorm. I had an amazing, epic retreat weekend with a couple of soul sisters, just incredible energy coming in, topped off with this snowstorm, big things afoot, on my end anyway. I'm thinking probably for a lot of us. So I'm just super excited. This is a page from my sketchbook. I don't know, I did this a few days ago, maybe at least a week or two ago, just ravens, and ravens kind of came in big over the weekend, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, it's kind of late, so I'm a little bit talkative because I'm tired, but there was like snow equipment going outside my window for like hours this afternoon and evening, so I couldn't really do this then. So I am actually not going to be using my own deck today. I just sort of got moved to use these medicine cards from Jamie Sands and David Carson. It's a real nice deck. I'm not super familiar with this deck, but it is a nice deck of animal cards, power animal cards. So we will see what the cards want to say about this last week, lunar week in February 2019. And actually, whenever you see this video, if you happen to see this video, if you were drawn to watching it in a year or a few months or whatever, there's something in here that is going to be, pertinent to you at whatever time it is, because time is non-linear, really, when you get to a certain point. So, whenever it shows up, there'll be something here for you to take away. All right, I just kind of want to show you the backs of these cards that are like the Harry Potter lightning. All right, so I'm going to draw probably just 3 cards. I'll try to make it quick because, I'm super tired. Oh, boy, okay. You know what? What is it with the blank cards lately? Honestly, she includes blank cards too in her deck. And I think Spirit is just telling me, really just tune in. And that's part of the Pisces energy. That is totally part of the Pisces. It's like tuning in. And I'm thinking, I may or may not tune in to see what animal, because I'm thinking I'm just kind of tuning into this blankness. The blank, I'm looking at the moon, the full moon, even though we're coming up on a new moon, there may be some full moonish kind of energy associated with it. Like Pisces is really emotional. So we may be seeing in this week a lot of emotion surfacing, a lot of just flow. And the more you can stay in the flow and just roll with it, allow yourself to feel, but don't get caught up in the emotions. Observe them. See what gets brought up. They're getting brought up to be processed. So when the emotions come up, see what ask them, what do you want me to see? What do you want me to be aware of? What is this emotion bringing to my awareness? And that will help you roll through it, flow through it, and process it. Because, if we just attach to the emotion, it's gonna be like, when you body surf and the wave just takes you and crashes you into the ocean floor, and it's painful, it's awful. Or if the current takes you and smashes you against the rocks, if you attach to the emotion, that's what's gonna happen. But if you just take it up and say, thank you for showing me that this emotion is here, what is it meaning? What am I supposed to release? What am I supposed to be aware of here so that I can process it? That's what's going to bring you forward. All right. So let's pull another one here. just get out of like intuiting this card or what, but it feels true to me. It feels like that's what it really wants to say. Okay, here is another one. This is Rabbit. I believe Rabbit came forward last week as well. So Rabbit, oh, I'm getting fears. Like it is like it's a prey animal, and you know it's got a little nose twitching and stuff. You know, so if fears come up, like you know, if you hear something weird, that's the kitty playing with. She's got the top of my essential oil diffuser. She's playing with that. So apologies for the noise. Okay, so Rabbit. I'm getting shadow side of Rabbit here, and I'm getting distraction. Okay, so Rabbit is like this kind of very distracted. What it does when it's running from its prey is it zigzags back and forth, and it, you know, that is to distract the predator. So your distractions are keeping you from your focus, keeping you from your targeted intentions, allowing those distractions to come in, and if you follow them, you know, how many times are you going to be checking email or Facebook a day? Or, you know, so just keep asking yourself, is this really in alignment with my soul purpose? You know, what is your purpose? Like, this is asking you to be aware of, you know, what you really want in your life, And also, you know, just when things come up, it's just asking for a lot of awareness, right? And awareness that it's really easy to get kind of distracted or lured away. There are energies out there that really want to lure us away from our desires, from our, you know, our real purpose here on the earth, right? So just be aware and always bring your focus back, right? Bring your focus back. So the kind of maybe focus more on Hawk energy, because Hawk is very, very, very focused. You know, Hawk or Eagle or one of those. If you find yourself kind of going down the rabbit hole this week with not being able to stay focused, sometimes that is just kind of spirit telling us, hey, you're focusing on the wrong thing. I had that happen yesterday because I just came out of this retreat, and I came in and I had deadlines yesterday I was supposed to meet, and I was like beating my head up against the wall trying to finish these writing tasks to meet the deadline. And it was like by the end of the day, there was 3 articles I was supposed to write, and like each one shouldn't have taken more than an hour and a half, honestly, tops. And by the end of the day, I hadn't even finished one because I was just so I could not focus. And sometimes when that happens, it's like spirit was actually saying, look, you know, just forget it right now. Either go back to bed or go sit in front of your altar and process what just happened this weekend, right? That's what it was trying to say to me. So sometimes when we're distracted, it's spirit saying, hey, look, you know, you're focusing on the wrong thing. At other times when we're distracted, it's that you know, that trickster energy trying to keep us away from our focus. So really kind of feel into where does the focus really need to be. Okay, and here's the third one, Turtle. All right, Turtle, that's really almost like an opposite animal from Rabbit in its own way. It's, you know, it's the hare and the tortoise. Okay, so here is that distinction again. You know, the rabbit's going to have you all over the freaking place, like just your head totally scattered. So bring it back. Turtle's really more about going within. It's be a really good week to spend some time going within. You know, maybe sometimes the distraction is like we don't even really have a focus yet. We don't even know what we want. So, you know, sometimes if we've been in that distracted mode for, especially if it's been like years and you don't like really know what you're doing, you're spinning your wheels, that's an invitation to come to stillness. And here we are back here, you know, coming to stillness, that place of no thing, going within and setting that protection around you. Turtle has a lot to do with protection as well. Archangel Michael came up great, big, you know, a lot this past weekend. One of his messages was, you know, that to, to rely on that spiritual protection, call it in. Because again, there's these energies that are trying to scatter us, trying to separate us from our purpose, trying to distract us from what we're here for, trying to separate people who are really, powerful together, and trying to kind of separate them, keep them isolated from each other. So calling in that protection. And then if you don't have a good clue of what your purpose is, of what your focus needs to be, then come to stillness, go within. And, sometimes, just ask for answers and then let it go. Let the stillness come in, because the answers will come into the stillness. Breathing is a really good thing. Just try, look up some breathing exercises for relaxation or for meditation, and go into that space, because that'll keep you out of that frenetic activity, the monkey mind, the rapid distraction. All right. So just going to recap the message for this week, this final lunar week in February, and going into the new moon in March. We're looking at going into stillness, going within, being aware of distracting energies, and really finding the focus. Finding the focus and then staying aligned with it. And also with the emotions, again, it's awareness, which is very like focus, right? It's awareness and not allowing the emotions when they come up to pull us away, right? Rather than becoming the emotion, observe the emotion and see what it wants to say, what it wants to tell you, so that it can help you to stay focused instead of taking you away. All right. So if this has been helpful, would love your comments. Always love your comments. If you feel like you have anything to add, absolutely leave it in the comments, because it'll help somebody else. Absolutely. Your comments are helpful to other people. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, or if you've been watching and haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And I would love to have you as part of the tribe here. And your likes are always appreciated. It means so much to me. And I love you all. Just have a wonderful week, and we'll catch you next time.